Let's try this once more. Get all of the stuff out of the way. This sucks. Ay. Let's restart the webcam too. Okay, at least the webcam works. Once again, let's have a look at the YouTubes. The YouTube stream is up once more. So strange, so strange. Guess I'll have to update my AMD card whenever I start the computer, otherwise I might just get wrecked once more. So look at the video. Yeah. Yes, I'm back. So I don't know if you can see me, if you can hear me. Officially the pre-roll ad timer is down for another 30 minutes, so let's see if that works. Other than that, I've closed everything that I can. So yeah, but work-wise, I think my... Yeah, there's that break. This sucks. Interruption. Let's see if that works somehow. Try to get it to work. Yeah, the Pro stream also reset. Oh, come on, this sucks. That's okay. Look at the camera. Are we snowing right now? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I love it when the camera does not do what it should. Let's have a little look. Sorry for the interruption, everybody. This just sucks, but it is what it is. I think it should be okay now. Just like this, have a look at the overlay. Does it work? Nah, I'm a little bit shiny. It should be good now. This sucks so bad. I hate it. I am Day1. I'm so sad right now. So, yeah, that break ends in another 30 seconds, should be good. Will I play qualifier on my main qualifier planes? I personally am not a big fan of the qualifier events. I play for fun, I'm not so much of a competitive player these days. But I think on my alt account I already have 1 or 2 qualifier points. Just because there was a sealed or limited event that I wanted to play. No, I've been invited to an international already. And that was the most trouble that I wanted to do in my life. Ugh. So that's okay. I think Pro Tours are fun. Especially if you have some connections to all the pro players. But I lived a little bit outside of my comfort zone in the pro play days. I think the environment is a little bit too cold. It's very, very calculating. Ooh, play my deck streamer, okay. So Seb redeemed for playing his deck, Shelly Brawl. And then we shall do this. Let's copy the deck list, export to arena. Check, copy and paste. Don't think I can play it on my account. Whoops. Definitely have a look at it first. So, how good is it? A lot of crafts, that's for sure. So Marathon, let's see how bad I get punished. Can't play it on this account. Have to log out into the other. Don't have too many wildcards left, so I hope I have enough wildcards. Otherwise, I will get punished a lot. Might have to up this redemption a little bit more. But let's have a look. So here we go. People are very social, you heard? Yeah, especially the social media affine pro players are super awesome. I love me Reed Duke, I love me Luis Scott Vargas. I think most of the pro players are quite awesome. But especially in the competitive environment, I think it's a little bit more about winning and not about being the friendliest player of all. And yeah, I want to talk, I want to have some fun. So not everyone is such an awesome person. So keep that in mind. I think if you want to go to a pro tour too, also it's definitely fine. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea, if I'm really honest. Especially on the national level. In Austria, I've seen many players that are just about winning, and it sucks. It sucks really bad. I think the best players in Austria and Germany, they're just so unsociable that it's really, really insufferable to play on this kind of niveau and then just go up to the pro tour. Other than that, I think the environment itself is quite nice. It's a little bit tough on the nerfs. If you don't have nerfs of steel, it just gets a little bit too annoying. But that's my personal opinion. Don't take it as gospel. So, let's try it once more. I had a lot of paper decks. I think one of my first decks that I've played in 2016 was Modern Humans. One of the hardest decks to get into Modern, because I did not know anything about the Modern card pool. But other than that, quite awesome and quite fun. Also helped me a lot to play, to learn playing against all of the meta decks in Modern, so that was nice. So, Seb the Vexlayer. Cannot find the deck, why? Let's try it once more. Play the deck, copy, paste. Try it once more. Okay, now we have it. Get that one out of the way. So what? Where's the deck? Ah, Shelly Brawl, there it is. So let's have a look if I can craft it. How many crafts do we need? 1 wildcard, 1 mythic. That's tough, but it's okay. Except the Wexler shared it. So here we go. This is a brawl list. And we've got Sherbet with Whispering one in the command slot. I guess. Seb, correct me if I'm wrong. Marathon can sell one of his accounts. Nice. Nice. Telemetry using a lot of memory. Oi. Yeah, I've closed everything down that I could. Let's see if it works. Maybe the double streaming with YouTube cracks my graphic cards a little bit too much. But I have a very solid AMD Ryzen, so it should be okay. I think it's a 3060 or something like this. It's on the level of a 4090 Nvidia card. Far from the top on most right column. So you play Shielded Apocalypse as a commander. I think on the Goldfish. Whispering one is on the top. I don't know what I crafted. I just crafted it right away. It's not Eyes of the Beholder. Crux of Fate. Top 4. Most red column. Ancient Brass Dragon, I think I crafted. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've crafted the Ancient Brass Dragon for Zap the X-Layer. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from the graveyards on the battlefield. Ooh, that's a cool one. If it gets a hit in, it should be fine. So let's get the Sheoldred back in the deck. Cut 1. So Shelly Tribal it is. I think Sheoldred the Whispering one was the commander though. So keep that in mind. Let's get the Whispering one back in. And play some games for Zap the Backslayer. Whispering one it is. So let's play some games. Boys and girls, it is time to make a little bit of a showcase with my alt account. We have a little bit of a point redemption. Playing a little bit of Sheoldred, the Whispering one. Zap the Backslayer redeemed the general points, and I have to oblige. Unfortunately, I had to craft a mythic wildcard in the Ancient Brass Dragon, so my wildcard account is rather sad right now. Nonetheless, I have all of the rest cards, so that's good. Not many creatures in the deck, so that will be quite interesting. Other than that, a very controlly mono black list with a lot of power, you'll have to see that. A lot of hard removal in the 2-drop slot and some good ramp. Big plan of Sheoldred is getting a lot of creatures from your graveyard and forcing the opponent to sacrifice all of theirs. So keeping the board as empty as possible is definitely the way to go. Other than that, we've got some good alternate win conditions in Liliana of the Veil, Devil, Rogue, Shadow Mage, also Breach the Multiverse. Have also a lot of card draw, a lot of value cards, and it's Sheoldred Tribal, so let's have a look at that, see how good it will be. I'm also quite interested to see how this deck will play out, especially because there are 40 swarms in the deck and no utility lands, so that will be interesting. So let's play a little bit of viewer battles, viewer battle brawl, and see how this works out. Oh no, all of my records reset. I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. This sucks. Maybe I should have saved. Aye. I have to look at the VODs. So, game number 1, playing with Vinnext, Verbos host. Vinnext. So, we are on the play, which is awesome. Just need a third land and we are good to go. Having a look at the opponent's hand, discarding an artifact is also quite nice. Other than that, I like me a little bit some more acceleration for the Sheldred. So let's go for the mulligan here. I think this hand looks not too much better. Especially against mono blue cards like the Ancient Brass Dragon will be tough to cast. And mulliganing against blue control is also not so nice. So I think we'll have to keep and see where it leads us. Ooh, that's a good one. So we've got some options here. Could slow roll. Could also just play the removal. Operative is okay-ish. The Vinnext will give them value either way. So I think I'll just ramp up a little bit. Play the 1 Power Stone and pass. I think having 4 mana available at turn 2 is quite nice. Can play some big stuff next turn. They tap out at the moment, so that's nice. And also getting your stuff into play is really good. So let's go play Sheldred. Guess they just sacrifice the Vinnext. The value of the card comes only into play when they are max speed and they need the operative to get some damage in. Seb could queue up also for a mirror. That's so true, that's so true. Ay ay ay. This would be a very mean mirror match, that's for sure. Okay, opponent does not want to tap out. I've got some instant speed stuff, so that's okay. So let's go hit them a little bit with the Shelly. Guess we'll pass for now. Okay, that's good. I think we'll double remove here. Play the Murderous Rider on the operative. Infernal Grasp the Vinnext and they concede. Nice. Oh, and we've given them the speed too because he lost some life. Whoops. Okay, whoopsie daisy. So let's visit our records a little bit. What did we play? We played some Squall. Seek Mercenary. Three and 2. Then we played some viewer bot. Viewer battle weekends. Versus Marathon. For the 2 we are, I think 3 now, that's nice. Sep the X-Layer we are 2 in 1 I guess. Got my redemption. And then versus, whoops, the Q. Oh, so let's go back. Then we have the Plague Deck streamer. Sheldred the Whispering one. Okay, so far we are 1-0, so that's good. Oh, yeah. Lot of records. Love to see that. So let's go and queue up once more. Play more games. Oh, yeah. By the way, Marathon, do you think the Play My Deck channel redemption is a little bit too cheap with the 1,500? Okay, game number 2 against Mono Blue once more. This time we play against Natido GG with Brubak the Grandiloquent. Okay, with a rather solid hand this time on the draw though. I think I'll try to go for my power. Still quite okay. Playing against Mono Blue Mill, quite scary. So definitely need some answer for the Brubak here. Okay, Agent of Ravine. Cannot do anything against that. Play this 1-point pass. As long as they are tapped down, I think I'll go for the agent here. Yeah. Okay. Discussing these things with the viewers is very important. Because crafting everything with only 1,500 channel points redemption will make me broke really fast. So what can we do? We've got the cloud key. Can give our creatures a little bit of a discount, which is fine. Could also just shrink our instant speed removal a little bit. I think we'll go for creature here. Yeah, we get a little bit screwed. Our deck list consists of a lot of sorceries in instance, not too many creatures, so I think playing the cloud key on creatures is a little bit strange. But I think we have to, otherwise we can't play our permanent threats. And Natido has some very good enablers here. Especially Enigma Jewel. It's kinda crazy with all of the activated abilities. I think we might be way too slow. Not drawing our lands is really unfortunate. But we give it our best either way. I can only play one spell. We could try and bait them with the Sengi Connoisseur. But normally in Mono Blue plays so many cheap answers, if you can't get on the board early you just lose. And then they still have some really powerful equalizers also in River's Rebuke, Aetherize and in the Cyclonic Rift. So that's something. A lot of one-sided plague wins. Or mass bounce. Yeah, yoinked our hero's downfall. Also them exiling our good stuff and getting them with the Ghost Vacuum really sucks. They have to counter our stuff and then just exile it and play it for themselves. So they play a lot of yoink. Mono Blue yoink it is. So maybe the Brubak is just a diversion. Okay, the Dark Ritual is nice. Can get up to 6. Let's see if they have interaction. Would love to play the Shelly here. Otherwise could also just play the small one, keep up the removal. Yeah, but the small Shelly does not do anything. And the big one we can get back into the command zone. So play the big one, see what they do. They have so much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can go up to 12. We'll definitely draw a new hand next turn, so that's something. Oh, yeah. Okay, Consuming Tide. Choose a non-permanent they control, return a non-permanent not chosen this way to the owner's hand. Okay. I guess we'll keep the Shelly on field. Oh! I'm stupid. I have to choose something. That was a punt, if I've ever seen one. Sheesh, that was a really big punt. Going up to 2 today. Otherwise I play normally quite well. Pre-roll should be off for another 40 minutes, so that's okay. So yeah, bouncing the shoulder was the worst play ever. This sucks. This sucks really bad. Cannot even double spell. Yep, have to play the other Shelly. Pray that it gets me something good. Definitely should have bounced the Cloud Key too. But yeah. This punt will maybe lose me the game. So yeah, the mono blue matchup's really tough for the mono black. Because the opponent doesn't play too many creatures. Most often just plays a little bit of artifact combo. Don't have too many good plays. And all of our removal spells are just dead. I think discard dot deck a little bit better than removal dot deck. But still, if you can stick at least 1 or 2 threats, it should normally be good enough to get rid of the blue player. So let's give it our best. Oops. And they get the Consuming Tide Exile, okay, for whatever reason. Maybe just not to enable the Shell right here. This is so strange. I'm also so big. Maybe I should shrink myself a little bit more. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary gets back my removal. They can play it for any type of mana, so that's that. Yeah, bouncing the Shelly was the worst thing that I could have done. I didn't play any counter spells so far, so that's something. So let's go and hit in first. As long as they just dawdle around, we might still have a chance. Could play the Cruelty of Gigs, but having a Planeswalker should do the trick. Guess they have to play the counterspell now. Yeah, Epiphany this. Bounces our Shelly. This sucks really bad. Bouncing our own creature was really the worst thing that I could have done. For whatever reason I thought I had to point out which cards I want to bounce. A little bit of a brain fog there. Mono blue it is. Yeesh. We have 7 mana. Can still not really double spell. They just kill our creature. So I think we'll go for the Cruelty of Gigs. Yeah, I might just concede if the games get too boring. Don't really want to play against that stupid stuff, but I'll have a look at their hand, see what they play. If they don't play any counter spells, I might play a little bit different. Okay, they've got the Hero's Downfall. Reenact the Crime. Copy a card that went to the grave. They only have the Slip out the back. So the Reenact the Crime and the Hero's Downfall is a little bit stupid for me. Otherwise I think we are in a good spot. And we also got the removal for our copied creatures. They can just put anything that they exiled into play though, so that's that. The biggest problem with the mono blue matchup is it's just so boring. I hate blue so much. It's such a slow color, it's such a controlling color, and you don't get to play the game, you just waste your time. And even on arena it's even worse, because you can't get any wins. You have to board the opponent to death, otherwise you don't win any games with mono blue. It's so stupid. Yeah, Cruelty would make them discard if they had any creatures, but as you can see they just have non-creature spells, which makes it even worse. So unfun. Bounces back with Cruelty. And they draw 1 million cards next turn with the Midnight Tower. Yeah, I think I just concede out of board and I don't want to play against mono blue, if I'm really honest. Normally I just scoop the mono blue games if I don't get on the board early, because it just sucks to play against them. It's so unfun. I think it's one of the most unfun ways to play Magic with and against someone. Just don't waste other people's lifetime. I'm too old for that stuff. Yeah, do something. Not worth my time. Especially I have a very short fuse. Mono blue gets against me fast wins if I don't get on the board until turn 5. Yeah, definitely. It's also one of the reasons why I normally don't play competitive Planeswalkers or commanders that cost more than 4. Rofellos could be a kinda interesting matchup here. Need some better removal because we're on the draw. I think 3-drop removal is too weak, we need some 2-drop removal. Saison also kinda interesting to see in this list. Yeah, and depending on my grid, I concede to mono blue or just play them out of spite. But as soon as I get some combo online, I will concede. Faster than you can believe it. So, this is way better. We'll keep this. Drawing another land and we should be set. Otherwise we may hunger a little bit. Still I think against mono green, removal deck definitely well suited. Well set up. Okay, there's the Ancient Tomb. Interesting that they did not search for the strip mine. But fine for me, we've drawn our third land, so it should be okay. Maybe they have the strip mine in hand. Okay, as you control have another creature becomes tapped. And tap it and put the counter on it, so that's something. Gets the elves big, otherwise Rofellos still sucks. Unfortunately I don't have any good follow-ups. I can remove now, play the Power Stone, they get 1 turn with the Rofellos and it might be good enough. I think I have to slow roll the removal, as much as it sucks. Okay, there's a Fetus Swarm. So we'll do it like this, we ramp up first and then we remove the board. The Ionos only grows, so that's okay. Being able to untap elves is quite nice. So let's see how bad it will be. They can get the Craterhoof, I guess. Could also search for some Ulamog or something stupid. What will it be? We can snipe it with the Cruelty of Click, so that's okay. But we don't have enough mana. We have 5 mana, so let's try it first like this. Go Inquisition, have a look at their hand. They've got the Emrakul too, and the Rishka's expertise. Yikes, that sucks. Yeah, Cruelty is definitely an option to search, but they have 2 spells. They have 5 mana, plus the Rofellos is 8. Still have a long ways to go for the Emrakul, but the Primeval Titan will come down next turn. So that is only our future if I don't get rid of the Rofellos right now. And I think I have to double remove here. Play the Fetal Swarm, get rid of the Rofellos. And I think I'll have to get rid of the Dionos too, otherwise I take too much damage. Would love to discard a creature for the Graveyard Shift. Unfortunately we don't play too many creatures, so I think the Revival spells, Reanimator spells is not the best in this deck. Otherwise I don't know if we played Damnation in this deck. If we do, we could have gone also Cruelty of Giggs discard and then go for the Damnation. But I did not see it, so I think we don't play it. I would definitely play some sweepers in this deck list. Cannot see too many. But yeah, that's me. Okay, now we are Golgari. The Primeval Titan is really bad. What can I do? Kinda like getting rid of the Emrakul here, but it just gets shuffled back into library, so that sucks. They can ramp up a lot with the Primeval Titan. So not many good options. Would love playing the Shoulder next turn. They can sacrifice the Empath, so that's a big of a bad play. Still have to go for the Cruelty here. Discard them their Emrakul. Get shuffled back. I can draw also a million cards with the Rishka's expertise. So yeah, that's that. Rofellos is a really tough matchup because he just plays all of the big spells. And that for a reason. Draws even more cards. Ugh. Nope, they go for the damage, okay. So yeah, this is one of those corner cases where the Reanimator spells don't get any traction. Especially if you don't play many creatures, I would not play Reanimator spells in your list. So that's for sure. So I think we're just dead next turn. Yeah, and they rough our mana too. So I don't know if we have 5 mana rough effects. Might have to search it up before I go into the deck. What else do we have? We've got the Gixxis commands, everything with power 2 or less. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. So we can rough that board with the Gixxis commands. So what will we do? Have to search something big. Didn't draw a land. Got the Raska to get rid of the Primeval Titan, so that's an option. Other than that, I think value-wise we are a little bit too much behind. Would love to get rid of the whole board, but the Empath is no problem. Yeah, I think we have to go for some value, get the Raska. Could go for the Crux of Fate. I think the Planeswalker is better. Okay, I'm stupid. We died to the search. This was a semi-punt, I would say. It did not even matter, we were dead on board either way. But yeah, when you're in the zone, you're in the zone. So I think I'll give the deck 2 extra games and then just wrap it up. But yes, especially if you have a look at the deck list, what I definitely would recommend you. If you play Reanimator spells, which you don't really have to because your Shared Red, the Whispering one, is your Reanimator main target. I would definitely play a little bit more creatures. I think 14 is too little. I think playing a lot of removal spells is good, but not really necessary if you play removal spells in your creature slot. Maybe some cards like the Chupacabra, which you can get back every then and so often. Maybe the Echo or the Ravenous Chupacabra. All of the cards that just draft the board when they enter, they are really good to equalize the board, get also a nice edge against tokens, and otherwise are really good targets for the Shieldred. I think with only removal.deck it's a little bit tough to get any value out of your big stuff, and you don't get any traction to win the game fast enough. So that's that. I will give the deck another 2 solid tries, but I think we might lose some more. the Chupacabra, yes indeed. Also Takenuma could be quite nice. If you play at budget, I think the list looks okay. Would definitely play a lot more creatures with enter the battlefield triggers. You want the extra value. I think removal.deck is a little bit better if you play something in the command zone that is either a combo commander or that cares for you playing a lot of removal. Like some planeswalkers, for example. You need something that gives you value over the time. And this is just 1-for-1 removal. Which is also a little bit tough against all of the value decks that are out there, like the Ashkey Dragonclaw, for example. Nonetheless, the list looks quite okay. It's just, I would say, a little bit of a deck building philosophy issue. I think we'll get rid of the Season of Growth here. Them targeting their stuff gives them a lot of cut draw. And also the Scry searching them through the deck is really nice. And also cards like Great Legend of Asphodel get it way better if you have more permanence. We play a lot of instant and sorceries, so not really much stuff that stays on the battlefield. As you can see, we have nothing to do. Have a little bit of stuff to answer the opponent's field, but that's that. Also like me the artwork of Flashkey really much. Interesting. So they want their card draw really bad. Oh, one ring is quite nice. So maybe get some card draw for ourselves. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about Shelter the Whispering One is that she only gets creatures from your grave. So removing the opponent's cards does not give you too much value. Which is a little bit of a downside, I would say. Okay, plays Elusive Otter. Against 2 counters, that's fine. We'll walk the plank before anything else. Pay the what? Play around Swiftboot Boots, giving a lot of bad stuff. I don't think we pass for now. Did we hit our land drop? That's the question. I guess we did. Pass for now. Maybe we draw some more. Maybe we just remove some stuff. I did not draw. Ooh. Yeah, I think we could not keep up the removal for Ashkey coming back down. So yeah, now we fall behind a little bit, but it's okay. And we draw 2 swamps. That sucks. But yeah, it's okay. We'll get it done somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not sure about the Cezanne giving them more power. Think we slow roll for 1 extra turn. Could play the Grey Merchant, train him for a little bit. But I want to slow roll him for the Wandering, otherwise we die to the triggers. Ay ay ay. Okay, Ashkey comes back down. Let's snipe the Reshki. And I would say we draw some more. Got the Grey Merchant, so it should be fine. Also with Sherbet it's quite nice, drawing a lot of cards. Okay. Reach the Multiverse. Reach the Multiverse is also one of those cards where I say it would be better if you play more creatures in your deck, because it will whiff a lot. And just playing 7 mana for one creature of the opponent is a little bit unfortunate. But I think we can drop this 7-drop Shelly right now. Drop 2 cards so we can animate them, which is good. I think we'll drop the Demon and the Dragon. Get some nice juicy targets for the Breach into the grave. So let's see how good this will be. Also Sheldred kinda nice against the Swiftfoot Boots. Blood Money, destroy a creature for which non-token creature destroyed this way created tap pressure. That's a nice Reaper. Yeah. As I've said before, you can build commander decks in many different flavors, so it doesn't really matter. As a competitive player from AHX, I personally definitely think a little bit more in synergies. Does not have to be this way. So don't fret about too much. Don't fret about it. As you can see, we can still win some games, so that's good. So let's go for the marbles. Try to get us off in 5th win. Not the 5th win, our 5th game. Maybe the 3rd win. See where it leads us. How are we looking with the time? Okay, so far so good. Playing against Ishtola Rule, another mono blue commander. Ugh. Oh, with a little bit better of a curve, a little bit expensive of removal. Also on the draw, I think we'll have to mulligan here. One Ring is nice. If they tap out and we can get One Ring on the battlefield, we should be able to have an awesome game. Other than that, I think the discard on turn 1 is also quite nice. Non-creature, non-land cards. Interesting. They have only creatures in hand. That's really interesting. So we foretell here, get a discount, that's good. Non-creature, non-land card. Did they draw the midnight clock from the top or what? Don't understand. I think they have to reveal. So that's strange. So yeah, into open mana. Let's drop the Shelly. They have to play some counter spells or some stuff. It's so strange. Okay, Venture Shapeless Avant. So only creature the deck. Ooh, this artwork looks awesome. So I guess they just play creatures. Interesting. Makes sense. I'm stupid, they have to play creatures because it's Ishtola flickers. So what can we do? And they get an additional end step. We have to play something, unfortunately. Could rough their board, which is okay. Maybe try it like this. Destroy everything with power 2. This is one of those spots where the Grixis command is okay-ish, but I would love another mode to be enabled. What else can we do? Could double spell next turn if we draw another card. Yeah, I definitely don't want them bouncing my stuff around all day long, so that's something. So let's just play it like this. Could have also kept up the mana for the Ishtola. They just play value the deck. So what will it be for us? Can double spell now. Kinda like playing Shelly and just keeping up the removal. Okay, they play some counter spells. For whatever reason they did not play it, okay. So pass turn. Now I would love them to tap out. Play the poison in the cup, scry another swamp on top, and then just go to town with Sheldred. Yeah, they just don't really care. Yeah, we slower the poison in the cup. Swamp is nice. Could go for the black dragon first, get something on the board, see where it leads us. Oh, could also play invasion, but giving them an extra draw, I don't know. I hate mono blue so much. Yeah. Ay. I think the deck is fun, but our matchups are horrible. Really horrible. Normally I dodge these matchups. I think they are just unfun to play against. Especially them having the perfect hand really sucks. Misunderstood their hand at first. Was also a little bit confused that Mind Spike did not hit anything. But yeah. Now we just get screwed by them just drawing the counter spells when they need them. We'll concede to this shenaniganry. This sucks. No, this was not fun. 3 mono blue players once is way too much, way too many. Oh, okay. So let's just a short little review of the deck. Would I like it? What I would change? I normally don't critique other players' decks, but I think you could still brew around with the Sheldred. I think the 7 mana Sheldred is definitely worth it. Playing against mono blue is really tough, so I would definitely recommend you playing some Thoughtseize and some other discard spells. Otherwise, you might just have a really bad time against control. Being the control player yourself, you could also just dodge all the mono blue games and just say I play only against creature decks. Other than that, deck looks really fun. A lot of Planeswalkers is definitely the way to go if you play a lot of removal, so that's for sure. Not sure if Sheldred the Whispering one is the best commander for that though. Could definitely maybe switch her out and just play in her stead the normal Sheldred, which also sacrifices opponent's creatures. Or just play a little bit more burn with the 4 mana Sheldred. But yeah, it's a preference thing. I think the 7 mana Shelly is a good value piece, especially if you play Reanimator. Playing her and reanimating her with the 5 drops spells, that's definitely where they are, I guess. I think they are still a little bit too expensive to play competitive enough. Other than that... Yeah, I think especially if you play mono black and competitive, a little bit more discard would not be too bad. Could maybe cut cards like the Annihilating Glare, which are really expensive if you don't have anything to sacrifice. And sacrificing your mana rocks is not where you want to be. And yeah, you can build a deck in many different flavors. I personally would build it more in a mid-range shell. Play a lot of cards that you can reanimate right away. Would cut the reanimator spells per se. And just go with some enter the battlefield triggers, which give you a lot of value. Could also play a little bit more recursion if you're playing in the mirror match against control, so that you have some threats which can annoy the opponent. Other than that, you also have a lot of 2-drop mana creature, 2-drop creatures that force the opponent to discard when they hit the battlefield, and they are very terrible to this to get rid of, because who wants to waste their removal spell for an Elderfang Disciple, for example? But also have a lot of value because sniping the opponent's cards is especially good in the early game. So I think pairing your sacrifice effects, your destruction effects with some more discards and maybe some more card draw would be definitely nice. You play already some, so that's okay. But that's just one of the observations that I had right at the beginning. And you could also cut some of the more expensive removal spells like the Eyes of the Beholder. Get the curve a little bit lower, a little bit more efficient. Also not sure about the Saison. This card is really expensive and draws the opponent the 2 cards that they can just play to remove it right away. So it's a 5-mana, draw the opponent 2 and get removed in most of the cases. But definitely a very good budget list. Very nice fun list, especially if you like the artworks of the cards. Have some special history with them. I think you can feel the flavor. So that's really nice. So thank you for that redemption. I've squeezed a nice 2 and 3 out of it. And that was a very, very nice, very nice 2 and 3. So this will be it for this viewer battle. I think getting 5 games in an hour is quite nice. Other than that, we might also shorten it to 1 or 2 games. Not sure how I will deal with it in the future. But I think I call it a day. We are already 6.5 hours into our stream. No, 5.5 hours. And I'm getting a little bit tired. Also have a little bit of work to do. So I will call it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back online tomorrow, same time, same station, from 12 PM until 4 or 5. And then continue our view battles if you want to. Then join me once more tomorrow. Until then, behave, be brave. Have an awesome day wherever you are. Everybody, thanks for joining me. Love you all. And see you tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. Have an awesome day, sir. Thank you for the deck. It was really